Hey, it's Patty Vanswell. How are you doing? I was just asked how to do some simple photo editing, and so I decided to go ahead and create this little hangout. So if you're here watching me live, awesome. If you're not, and you're watching by a replay, that's great as well. I'm going to ask you to do a couple things. Leave me a couple comments down below. Tell me if you got anything out of this. Um, Sorry, I'm not looking like Miss Professional Presenter here, but that's what happens when you work at home and somebody asks you to do something. You're going to help your team when you get that opportunity to do so. So here we go. Hey, it's Patty Vanswell. How are you
One
doing?
moment, let me go mute
I
that.
was just asked how to do some simple photo editing, and so I decided to go ahead and
I always forget when that's open because I do have this running live on my Patty Vansel page, and so I forgot to turn it off. And I see that we've got Fran who's joined us. No worries, Fran. I also have her on text message. She says she doesn't have a camera, so she can be on live with me, but that's fine. I'm going to walk through a few things. One of my favorite things is using Google Docs. Actually, it's called Google Drive, and you can use a presentation mode to create photos in. But you may need an extra program like Jing, Jing, or I use Snagit, which is actually by the same company, and I think it's like $39.95. I think is what I paid for the program originally. I don't think I've had to pay for anything else since then. I use that, and I'll show you how I use that in just a moment to do a capture, and then a couple of programs that are free on the internet that you can use for photo is PicMonkey, and it's PICmonkey.com, PicMonkey.com, or you can go to Canva, which is CANVA. .com, canva.com, and I'll show you both of those as well. So I'm going to start screen sharing, but let me make sure I've got appropriate stuff to share because I've been busy working on other things throughout the night. One thing you'll learn about me is I am a night owl. I'm not a very much of a day person, and my family knows and loves me for this. So do my friends. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go to screen share. I believe I'm sharing the right one. Google, oh yeah, I am. Google's kind of changed things a little bit. I have to go and find what I'm looking for. So right now you should see my Google Drive, and you see I've got tons of stuff in here. But when I'm in Google Drive, I go into the presentation mode, and it's going to ask me what kind of background do I want to use, and I think right now what I'm going to do is, let's use this one. And if you've ever used PowerPoint, this is real similar to PowerPoint. You have a lot of things that you can do up here, add pictures, add videos. I mean, Google presentations are just phenomenal. I use them for everything. So I'm going to change this background, and I'm just going to put it blank for now. So what we're going to start with is I'm going to insert an image. I'm going to go through and I'm going to pick out an image. I've got tons of them. I need to change how I'm looking at them so I can see them. There we go. So I know what I'm picking out here, okay, guys and gals? I'm just going to take this one. This is something I just did not too long ago with PicMonkey here. Yeah, it's PicMonkey, and I'll show you how I did that. So let's say I wanted to put a person's picture in the middle of here. So let me see if I've got a picture here. Pardon me. Pardon me. I just want to find a small little picture to put in there. Well, just to be strange, we'll put my own picture in there. Okay, so as you can see, it's too big, so we can adjust the size. And I can adjust where I want it. And so now I have my picture. I can do a couple things right here. I can go to File, and I can publish this to the web if I wanted to. If I wanted to share it with everybody, I could do it like that. I could download this little file right here as a PowerPoint, a PDF, a JPEG, and it's going to look just like that. But if you have the program that I was talking about, like a Jing, or like I said, I have Snagit, what I do with Snagit then is I go in here and I pick the area that I want to save. So maybe I just want that much of the picture. And then that's going to open up my editor in Snagit. And then I'm just going to save the picture to my hard drive. And it's going to ask me, and I can name it, or I can just leave it at that. And now the picture has been saved as a JPEG. And so then I can go into like, if I wanted to go into Facebook, I could upload that photo right into Facebook right now if I wanted to. I'm going to show you how to do that. Here's the photo I'm going to upload. And as you can see, it's uploading. Just got the test because I'll go back and delete this later. And then I'll just post test. And you'll see how easy that was. That is so simple. Such a simple way to do that is just by using your presentations. And then you can actually name this, you know, so maybe you want to use a slide again. So we may name this pictures for the web, okay, or for Facebook or whatever. But you can also like duplicate the slide. So now I have two of them. And then I could always go into this one. Maybe I want the same, but I want to put a different picture in there. So I can go in here, pick an image from my hard drive. I'll just use my other picture I have. Just, let's put the brownie outfit on top of it. It's kind of fun. And I'm just going to drag that picture down and make it smaller. And stick it in here. So as you see, I've got a whole nother picture. So creating pictures and presentations is super simple if you don't need to do a lot of changes to it. But we're going to go over here to PicMonkey. And like I said, it's picmonkey.com. And you can sign in with your Facebook. I think you can sign in with Facebook or not. And here it gives you, right here, it gives you options. So we're going to pick something for Facebook because that's what we're kind of talking about right now. All right, so it's asking me to log in with my Facebook, which is fine. I don't know why it didn't. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to do that. This is trying to go to all my pictures in Facebook. That's not where I want to go. Okay, so we're going to go back to the beginning of PicMonkey here, okay? So, if I want to edit a picture, I can do that. Let's go into edit a picture. I'll pick this one since I just did this one a little bit ago. And then you can come in, once you're into the PicMonkey editor, you can crop the picture, you know, to the size that you want. You would just drag this around as to what you want cropped in the picture. And you can do that, and then you would apply the changes. So now it's been changed a little bit. You can change the canvas color. You can rotate the picture around. Say you wanted it upside down, you could do that. You can change the exposure. Let's say I wanted to make this a little bit brighter or darker or whatever. You can change all that. There's just a lot of tools in here that you can use and play with, and that's one of the things that's really kind of cool. And sometimes I get more mileage out of doing PicMonkey than I do with Canva, which is the next one I'll show you in just a moment. But again, I really love these little frames that they have. Some of these things are going to be they're going to cost you or be upgrades or whatever, and they usually have these little crowns on them if they're upgrades. But I really enjoy making things with this Polaroid, and I usually make it a transparent background so then I can put it wherever I want to. So that's kind of cool. Something else that I think is kind of cool to do is to make them into shapes. And so maybe I want to make this one into, oh, this is kind of cool. So, but unfortunately, you really just, you know, you're kind of set with the size on that. I think if I were to make this, my canvas bigger to begin with, I could have gotten more of that picture. But that's okay. That's just kind of the way it goes. We're not going to do that right now. So as you can see, you just kind of have to play around with it. If I want to put text, my own text on here, I'm going to click the text button. I think I've gotten ahead of it. And over here on the left, you can see what you see is what you get, okay? So the style and the size, it's going to show you right here what it's going to look like. I just love Emily's Candy. I just think it's fun. So we're going to add text. Here's our little text box on here. And I'm going to put so cool. And we can change that. We can make the size bigger. And then we can maybe make color that we want to change it to. And then I want to move this. I'm going to move it over here. So you can see as soon as you go on it, that little editor thing pops back off, and then you click off of it and it's there. So that's something that you can do. Effects, or your little butterfly like effects. That's something, you know, you can just kind of go in and play with. I really haven't, you know, that's adding something on there. Don't want it. Just go back in and delete it. It's gone. And some of these effects you may want to put on beforehand, before you actually make your picture. So, or you can put it on there for added, well, like it says, as effect, you know, afterwards. But there's all kinds of different ones that you can go in here and play with and add and change their color and kind of do all that kind of fun stuff. Textures is going to be kind of your backgrounds. So we can kind of change that, how that works. You can just by scrolling over it, it'll show you if we wanted to change this. So again, it's another effect that you can do, and it's probably how they made this to begin with. See, we can go in there and change things. Just make sure you stay in the stuff that's free, and you should be good to go as far as making these. You just have to get in here and play with it. I mean, that is going to be the easiest way to learn how to use all of these things, is just get in here and play with it. It's going to say, do I? Yep, I don't want to put that on there, so I'm going to just discard that for now. And then we have themes. There's different kind of themes in here. If I wanted to do like this class picture thing, kind of goes, it does the same thing as some of the effects. You just kind of have to play with it. You know, see here, we know this one here is premium.
And I don't remember, I think they're $1 or something like that for each one. So I just don't do those right now. Maybe I will sometime, but right now I don't. There's no reason to. If you want to touch something up, you can go in your photos and you can like fix a blemish or remove wrinkles. I mean, here we go. Some of these are going to be a little bit more, they're going to be that premium uh, with them. But some things you could do. Maybe you just want to whiten somebody's teeth. You could go in there and whiten their teeth with that. Here we go, some more effects. Pardon me. Some more effects that you can do. Okay. So now that you've gone through here and you played with it and you decided, oh, I kind of like this. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to hit save. And I'm going to change this so I don't save it the same thing. So I'm just going to make this test. You can choose what kind of quality. I usually just leave it right here in the middle. It gives me a good quality. It tells me the dimensions of it. If I want to make it bigger or smaller, I can change it there. And that works very well. And here it says save it to my computer. So I'm going to save it to my computer. So there we have. It says masterpieces saved. But you always want to save those because PicMonkey does not save them on their server as files for you to go back. So you want to make sure that you always save it to your computer. And you get all these little wonderful things down here. Okay, so that's PicMonkey. So my next favorite one is Canva. Which Canva does kind of keep track of things, and you can see some of the things I've made here or just played around with. I have different reasons why I like one versus why I like the other one. I prefer PicMonkey when it comes to like making those little Polaroid snapshots. I like that. I like Canva, especially I like Canva. Okay, if you notice, like on my Facebook page, either my profile or my my business page, you will see my cover photos. And the pictures, I went through PicMonkey and created those little tiny pictures that are on the cover photo. But then when I was ready to make the cover photo, I came in here into Canva, and then I started just creating what I wanted to. First, I uploaded my pictures, and you can see some of the pictures I've uploaded here. And all you do is just click uploads, and you pick from your computer, and it'll upload. So let's find that one, upload my own images. Here we go. So we're going to open this one because this is what we were playing with a little bit ago. And this is if I were going to make it into a cover photo. And it's appropriate sizes already, so you're not guessing it. It shows you where the picture is going to be so that you don't have to worry about it. And the one thing you do have to kind of be careful with is this area that's right here over to here, because now Facebook actually puts the title here, and then you've got those little other things right there. So let's say I wanted to put this in here. I just drag it over there. Okay. So we're going to put that in the middle. Maybe I want to put a background. Again, Canva's like PicMonkey. There's several things that are free, and there's others that are not. So you want to kind of go and find a free one and stick it on there and go, okay. Just kind of play around with your backgrounds. Layouts, they've got all kinds of different layouts that you can use. And you just have to go through it and decide what is going to work best for what you're looking for. And then what happens is sometimes you have to kind of decide what you're going to do first. So you want to actually put your background on first, then you want to go put your images on top of it. So that's kind of that one. And when you get ready, let's say this is all done. Pardon me. Let's say this was all done. You would click download, and what you want to do is click image. And I know it says publish, but you're actually downloading, because if you do the link, it's just going to send you to a link on the web to look at it, and that's not what you want to do. So you want to save your image, so it says publish, and then it's preparing your image, and it tells you this one's free because you didn't use any of those. Of course, you can hit download by design, but it automatically downloads over here. So we'll look at that. I can just open that up, and there's what I just downloaded. Pretty simple. Again, get in here and go. Yeah, I'm done with that. Kind of get in here and just play with it, because a lot of things are already, the sizes are already there for what you want to use it for. So if it's like social media, I don't even really play with these that much, but you can do it. I mean, here would be a good place if you were making let's say you were making a picture for somebody. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so the text, I could change the text. You know, I can even add more text to that if I wanted to. I could move it. I can change the color of it. I think you're getting the idea here what we're talking about. Maybe you don't like those colors. You can make up your own color as you're working through it. Maybe you want to do something funny like that. Best thing is always just kind of click off your picture when you're to see how thing is, and then always click back on it if you want to edit it. Because I found that sometimes if you're clicking on it and click on the picture itself, you end up moving an element and didn't mean to, and then it's like, oh, how did I do that? So always kind of click off the picture. Again, here we go with the text. They do have a lot of cool little things that you can put in here. That is already pre-done for you, or you can actually go in and change some of the writing on it, or you can just leave it the way it is. Maybe you want to add something like this on it, you know, if you're doing a webcast or something. So you can see you can go in there. It also will, if you click that, obviously that's what happens. It adds that. You can always trash it if you don't want it. These are kind of the sizes that are on there, and you just have to play around with it, and it will give you what you want. And again, you just have to kind of get in there, play with it. So let me go look real quick. I'm going to refresh my page, hopefully. Doesn't start. It's going to start right up, so I got to make sure I mute it. It also, there we go. I know it's working. Okay, no comments, which is fine. If you have a question or a comment, go ahead and drop them down there, and that way I will know what's going on if you have one, and I can always go back into this and show you more. Let me get out of this. Okay, I'm back. So I know, Fran, you're there and you're just watching and kind of taking some notes. I know that was real quick, but do you have any questions for me right now on anything I showed you? You can always pop them in the comments. I do have that open so I can see it. And if you are commenting on my fan page, it does have a little bit of a delay. So let me take a look there again, which is no big deal. It's kind of what you have to work with. Quick, but do you have any questions? Okay, it looks like we don't have any questions right now, and that's fine. Um, okay, she says everything is great. I know that was kind of quick and fast, but that's why this recording is going to be up there for a while, and you can go through it and reverse it and pause it and go back and forth and go, what did she say? How did I do that? And you can always, leave a comment below, and I'll check the comments later and see if there's anything I can help you out with. So for now, this has been Patti Vansel with Simple Success Workshops, and I hope this has been helpful to you. So with that, I'm going to say bye-bye for now.